Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. I have some updates on the mechanical wall. Okay, I've been working through all this stuff. I've just been standing here thinking about how this is going to go, how that's going to go. I've been out here for probably 2 hours now, and I think I have it all figured out. The biggest problem right now is that we need this door for sound reasons, for a bunch of reasons, while work is going on out here. There's always going to be a door here, but it's not going to be this door. It's going to be a slightly smaller door, and that poses a problem with this door in place. So what I'm going to do is on the inside of the house, this is like the inside edge of the drywall, I'm going to screw a 2x4 to it that hangs into the opening right where the edge of the brick molding goes. Say this is the drywall on the inside. I would have my drywall hang over that far, and then I'll push this door right up against 2x4 and screw through the 2x4 into the brick molding. So basically this door is going to go straight back about 11 and a half inches and then be attached to a 2x4 on both sides. And then I'll just seal up the top and stuff. We need to keep the dust and the sound and all that out of the house. And there's also sound coming from the house that I want to keep out of here. That's the biggest problem right now. I think I'm going to work on that a little bit later. What else do we have here? I think I showed you that. That's the blocking for the sink that's going to go there eventually. Okay, I was playing around with this a bit. We're going to have a round duct coming in over the door and one of them real silent duct fans. That's going to transfer some of the heat from the house into here, and then it's going to have a duct down there. I believe I said that in the last video, and that I need to know exactly where it's going to be, because it's going to go straight through the wall, straight through the closet that's in there, and it's going to come out right behind the wood stove. The wood stove is right through there. So its location needs to be pretty exact. So what I got to do is cut through this wall. The stove is like almost dead center right through here. So I'm just going to cut through this wall and then open this up between these two studs. The studs on the wall in there are right here and over here. So I'm not going to cut into any wood. The sole plate is right here. I can touch it. So if I just cut right here, I can find where the sole plate is, open that up. There's electricity in this wall, but it goes to the box that's right on the other side of this. So that's way up here, but I definitely will be careful of that as well. But once I find out where all this, oh, and there's the return air that's going to go out the wall. Once I find exactly where this stuff is, I can start designing the cabinet. But that cabinet is going to go that cabinet is going to go right to the edge of the molding by the door. So I have to have that door frame in here and then figure out where the edge of the molding is going to be, and that's how I'll get the size of the cabinet. And it also depends on the molding on that side as well. So it's a very tight fit. Built-in furniture is like that. So I have to have this door frame in, and I have to have an opening there so I can get an exact measurement to the stove, how far to push it this way. Then I can design the cabinet. And what I would like to do is have that ductwork come out the front of the cabinet. Well, it has to come out the front of the cabinet, but where it comes out in front of the cabinet, I would like to have that match the drawers in the bottom. So it would be like 2 drawers and then a duct and then another drawer or something like that. I need all the measurements so I can design that. And in the end, it should look really cool and be really functional. And then of course, this is the makeup air that will probably come in right here and go down in the space below the cabinet. So if you take the drawers out, you should be able to get at all that stuff. And then we have the electrical and, oh yeah, then the drywall. So I have to have all that done before I can drywall, and I'll have it nice and trimmed out so that that ductwork can just go right through the wall at a later date. So I'll just make a box, a wooden chase going through the wall. Okay, so that's what's going on over here. This, I believe I said this already, but I just got to get the other pipe in here before I put drywall on. Well, before I put the studs on, before I put the drywall on, blah, blah, blah. And the chase over there. But the big thing is getting this door moved out of the way so that I can open up that top area and frame out for the new door so I can get dimensions over for where that's going to come out the front so I can design the cabinet. Pretty simple. All right, so what I'm going to do is move this door back and then I'll get back with you. Okay, I've been thinking about this door. See, this door has to swing inwards. It has to swing into this room. There's going to be a closet right here that the door is going to be right there, and we don't want this door to close off that closet. If it swung this way, the light switches are right there. Don't want that to happen. It could swing on either side out here. Right here is a sink, and right here would be the cabinet. But unless the door is like all the way to the far side, even then, it's going to stick a little bit into the hallway. We would have a 32-inch door, and this, let's see how much space we got here. Yeah, this is going to be 20, 21 inches, something like that. So there's no way to make that up in this door opening. So what I was thinking, we have a pocket door on the bathroom down here. Why not just put a pocket door in? It would interfere with that duct, but all I have to do is put a bend in the duct or angle the duct, and then, well, it would still be a bend, but it would be further away. But just put the duct in here and have a pocket door right here. They're pretty simple to frame out, and I could actually take out these two studs right here and then frame this out completely for a pocket door, because the pocket door would end before this stud. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. So it'll take a bit of framing, but yeah, that's how to do it. That way, the pocket door will just slide in right behind the cabinet here, and you can have a nice open passageway if you have company or something. But if this room were to be like semi-closed off in the winter or something like that, you could just slide the door closed. Okay, I'm glad I thought of that before it's too late. Now I just need to go find out what the specifications are for the pocket door. It's been quite a while since I put that other one in, and I'll have to get that figured out first. There's a couple different kinds. There's some really cheap ones, but the one we got the last time, I believe that was, like $80 or something like that. And that's without the door. That's just for the hardware. But they are a real space saver. No matter what, I still have to move this door back so that I can get all the framing done out here. And the only 2x4 material I could find was this 16-foot stuff that I got when I was doing the siding. So let me get this door moved back and then we'll see where we're at then. Okay, it is now the next day. I have the door moved back so you could see what I was talking about. This is the drywall on the inside of the house, and all I did, that wood that I cut, I screwed it right through into the stud right here with this much hanging in the opening, and then I just screwed right through it into the brick molding. So it's kind of hanging there, floating. It's not touching the ground. You can see that there. So the foam, well, actually all of that is going to go away very shortly. But for now, I'll be building a pocket door frame right here. These will have to go. It was Johnson Hardware, and I'll do exactly like we did for the bathroom. They make 3 different versions based on the weight of the door, and what we did was go with the heaviest door version because it's just much better hardware. It's much stronger hardware. Their cheapest version I wouldn't recommend to anyone. It's like a builder door. Somebody who's building a spec house or doing a flip or something, they would put these in and it'll fail after a couple years or something like that. They're just really cheap. So I believe it's the 2000 series, and I believe it's like $120 now. I think it was like $89 when we got the other one. So I'm going to have to measure. Luckily, this stud is in, and it's in the right place. So I believe I can just measure off of this over that way and kind of figure this out. So I'm going to do a bit of that today, but first I made kind of a mess taking that out. Got a mess over here as well. So I'm going to clean up this mess. I'm going to poke a hole in here. With the floor exposed here, I can get a measurement from the sole plate up to the floor and then add 1.5 inches, and that'll tell me where to poke through there. So I'm going to make an opening in there, get this whole place cleaned up, and the dog did not get a walk yesterday because she was limping. She overdid it when she did that run when she was all scared, but she seems to be fine now, and we have a leg brace on her. So she really wants to go walking bad, so I gotta go take her for a walk with these gigantic snowflakes. Geez, look at the size of them. This is really gonna build up fast. So the dog and I will get out, get our walk done, and then I'll get at cutting that hole. It's gonna be really hard to keep this lens clean with all this snow. I think she's gonna be all right from here on in, but who knows. There we go. That's the first time she just dropped it. Every other time she took off. Yeah, she wants me to go that way. Nope. She is being very cautious today. Izzy, I'm gonna go find my own stick. I'll play stick by myself if I need to. Okay, so it's not gonna be so easy today, but we need the exercise. Can you drop it? Can you drop that stick? Oh, good girl. She has a leg brace on, and hopefully she doesn't strain herself, but she was looking so sad laying on the couch. If she doesn't get her walk in, she's just not the same dog. So let me get done with this and we'll go cut that hole. Izzy stopped right here and was staring at that snow hanging off of the shed right there. I wonder if that very first time when she got super scared, if you heard the story before, we were checking around the shed for footprints, and I was on the other side and she was on this side, and some snow fell off the roof and it made a loud bang, and I was looking for her forever and she was just gone, and I found her on the porch. I wonder if that almost hit her, and that's why she's afraid of loud bangs and afraid of being in the woods here. She just took off. She's way the heck down there. She didn't run. She's still got the stick. She's going to want to play again when we get a little further. At least I think. She might have went home. But she stopped right here and was staring at that snow. That's going to fall at any time now. And she really wanted to get the heck out of here. Maybe that's it. Because she didn't start getting scared until, I don't know if it snowed or not by that time. I don't think it did. I don't know. It's an explanation. The other explanation is she's just a crazy dog. Yeah, it looks like she went all the way home. All right, I'll see you back there. Well, she didn't run all the way home. She went to the very end of the road and dropped her stick there. I guess that's progress. Yeah, today was a very fearful day for her. It's just good that she made it. She dropped the stick right where she peed on the way in. Now I got pee on my hand. Yeah, the snow is really coming down. Okay, got a hole through the wall. Now I need to go figure out what size my duct is going to be, and to do that I just got to get the cubic feet of air in this room and all that stuff. I'm going to figure out what size this duct needs to be, but anytime now I can run that makeup air line, and I think I'll just bring it right along that back side there. It's going to come out to right in this area somewhere. I'll find out where I want to center it on the outside, and that's where I'll go through with it. And then this will all be in the bottom of the cabinet. I may not need to use an actual metal duct. I'm still not sure on that yet. I probably will, at least through the wall, but if I'm in the underside of the cabinet, if you've ever looked in your basement, you probably have a cold air return where they just take two of the joist bays and they put tin between them. It doesn't really matter if it's made out of wood or metal or whatever. It's just taking cool air back to be heated again. So I'll get that figured out. And I have to figure out lumber for this. I'm going to have to go on a lumber run. Lumber is just so expensive these days. This is basically the structure I have to build, so I'm going to be removing those two studs, and then I have to build like a floor right in here. It'll be like a platform. It'll go all the way to the end of the door up, and then this will be the far left stud right there. I've done this before a few times. It's not that hard, but it has to be done really accurate. Everything should be plumb and square and all that stuff. All right, I'm gonna go have a bit of lunch and then I'll get back here. This video is probably gonna get a little long because it's combined with yesterday's, so I'm not sure how much it's gonna go on after this, but we'll see.